How many married women are single mothers?
I don't, but, oh.
Why was the concept so confusing? Why are they acting like this is brand new?
All the married single mom, this way. All married single women, this way. Come this way. Let's talk. Hey people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a video of married single mothers speaking up and women generally speaking up on the issue of married single mothers. But I'm just going to add more to it to say married single women. And somebody's asking what's going on here. Destiny, what do you mean by this? So apparently there are some women that are married or some mothers that are married, but the role they play in the life of the marriage or even in the life of the children, they play it as if they are single mothers handling the children because literally they have little or no help from their spouse. And I also can relate to this because I have a lot to say to this one, but hey. But I also know of women too that are married, but at the same time they are single because it feels like they are single because they are literally on their own, doing their own thing and all that. Anyway guys, let's go hear people's thoughts on these married single mothers and then we'll come back and talk.
How many married women are single mothers?
I don't, but, oh.
Get into it. Get into it. Get into
Married
it.
women are single? How does that?
I'll give you this explanation.
Okay.
I'm not, because me and my husband actually work together on raising our kids. But there is plenty of households where a woman is solely responsible for raising kids. And a man don't give a fuck.
And you define those women as single mothers.
A married woman that's a single mom, yeah.
It's
legally, no. Yeah. But in reality, if you're a man, and I mean, your household run how your household run. But if you can't help your wife or your girl out with the kids, and you know she need a break, or I saw a video of a girl breastfeeding, and she was dozing off breastfeeding. The boyfriend was recording her. Look at you being reckless. Da, 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 da. Why wouldn't you just grab your baby? Yep. Baby, go lay down for a second. You tired?
Now I get you.
Because she's a single mom.
But you know what? Personally,
next caller.
I potty train my.
Have you guys ever heard of a married single mom? Talk about a topic that'll get you really riled up if you're anything like me. I've never heard that term used before. I'll tell you what it is. It is essentially when a woman is married to a man and they have a house together, they have a bank account together, they have multiple kids together, and yet because of the amount of parental work and labor that is being put on the mother, she either basically is considered or considers herself to be a single mom. The quote-unquote father is so useless that she could be considered a single mother. I just don't understand why women aren't dating and marrying and settling down with men as much as they used to. Really?
Here are 5 signs that you're a single married mom. 1, if he died tomorrow or you got divorced, nothing's going to change. 2, you could have an affair and he would never know. 3, you do the majority, if not all, of the childcare and housework and you don't get a break. 4, you resent your husband, and I mean resent them for everything. For sitting on the couch while you're doing the laundry, or playing on their phone while you're making lunches and doing bath time. You are the one that's holding down the fort, and you don't get any thanks. And 5, your spouse says to you, hey, just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. But then you have to think about all the stuff you want him to do, and it adds to your mental load.
So I have a new pet peeve, and that is the whole concept of a married single mom. So I used to be one, but now after the past 2 years, I've been a single mom. I'm just like fully realizing like how messed up this whole concept is. And part of this was triggered by me watching all those TikTok videos of like, oh, a day with mom and a day with dad. And the day with mom is like, the whole house is spotless. She's like sweeping and vacuuming with like the baby on a hip and she's got like something on the stove and she's like on the phone trying to plan a doctor's appointment. And then you see the day with dad and it's like the house looks a total mess. They're like sitting on the couch with like soiled shirts and like eating, I don't know, Cheeto Puffs or whatever, watching whatever. And then also me just like being out at activities with my kids, you know, taking my daughter to gymnastics or dance class or whatever, and seeing them, the moms in there that are married, you know, the married single moms, where it's like they look broke down and tired and like they haven't showered in several days and they're in, you know, freaking sweats or whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, you know, my husband, he says that they'll pick them up today so I can try to like make it to the grocery store. Like, why do you have a partner and you're stressed out? And this is not me knocking the moms in any way, shape, or form. Let's be clear about that. But it's just like nothing angers me more than seeing a mom like broke down and haggard, and then knowing that she has like a man, like a boyfriend, a husband, or whatever, to that child, and he's just sitting around doing whatever. Like, if you don't get your butt off the couch and grab that baby so that she can finish the meal, if you don't get up and learn to fold some laundry, like, from the bottom of my heart, I want to apologize to all the married single moms out there who you're like struggling and busting your butt and you're haggard and you're tired and you're just like, dang, I feel broke down and I feel like my partner's not contributing. Like, I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart because that is so hard. Like, me being a single mom, it's already hard enough as it is. But then for you to be doing that, knowing that you have a partner that's there, that's living with you, that's married to you or whatever, and you look like that, like there should be no way that that should ever happen. Like, this is not a 1950s sitcom where, you know, you see the dad struggling to take care of the kid, and it's like, it's funny because technically the dad's worked 40 to 80 hours a week, and the mom was the only one at the house taking care of everything else. So him not knowing how to take care of the kids and it being a laughable moment makes sense. Today, that is not the case at all, and so it should never have to be that. Like, why are we laughing at that? It's not cute. It's not funny anymore. Like, if you're a grown man, you should know how to cook. If you're a grown man, you should know how to clean. You should know how to do all these different things that she has to do. Like, I'm so tired of seeing moms look tired and neglected and stressed out and feel like they're pretty much a single mom having to do it all. Like, you're not a single mom. You didn't ask for this, so they need to step up to the plate.
3 signs you've settled in a bare minimum marriage as a wife because you don't feel worthy of more. 1, all your conversations are around bills, logistics, errands, nothing intimate. 2, you can't remember the last time you went out on a romantic date. 3, you're always home alone on Friday night by yourself.
How many married women are single mothers?
I don't, but, whoa.
Ooh, we can talk about it. This is the actual reason why women keep filing for divorce. They literally will be like, I can do bad all by myself. I could struggle raising these kids all by myself. I could be broken, financially struggling all by myself. Why do I need to raise another full-grown human being when I could just be by myself with my child?
And honestly, I don't blame them. Some of y'all gonna be like, no, children need masculine energy. Fair, they do need masculine energy, but who that energy comes from doesn't necessarily have to be a man or the father for that matter. Growing up, I had a father who was absent and present at the same time. Guess what I did have? Really good father figures and really good masculine energy from other places. Okay, so some of that energy was really, really toxic, but still, the point stands.
How many married women are single mothers?
I don't, but, whoa.
Yeah, my daughter says to her dad all the time, my mum was a single mum. I was married, but I was absolutely a single mum.
How many married women are single mothers?
I don't, but, whoa.
I don't even know where to start. My husband and I have been married for 12 years. We have 3 kids. And it took me years. When I say years, like, I don't even know how many years, but it took me the longest time just to get my husband to understand that my job as a mom and as a wife is exhausting. And just because you go out to work to make money, your job is not more difficult than mine. I could work, raise the kids, and be your wife and do everything all together at once while you just have one task, which is to go work and make money and bring back money home. Like, no, sir. You're going to help. You're going to get them ready for bed. You're going to feed them dinner. You're going to help with homework. You're going to take them to school. You're going to help. I do not care. Your job does not end once you clock out from work and you get home. Mine is always running, yours too.
How many married women are single mothers?
I don't, but, whoa.
Guys, let's talk about this for a minute. Do you know that this is the reality in most Black African households? The reason why I say black is because a lot of Black African men grew up in a household where the mother did everything in the house, and then they grew up with this mentality. Guys, there are a lot of married women out there that are emotionally and physically drained because they are the default parent. They have to take care of the household. They have to please their husbands in bed. And then on top of that, some of them even work. And you would find that a lot of those men are encouraged by their mothers. Most Black African mothers-in-law, if they find their son in the kitchen cooking, it's a crime. You're not supposed.
How many married women are single mothers?
I don't, but, whoa.
Get it?
This is a fact. When I was married to my daughter's father, he believed in that woman should be responsible for raising the kids. He would not spend any time with her. He believed that a man should go outside there and work, go hang with the boys, go lime. He had nothing else to do but to go out there. It was a problem for him to stay in the house, so much more to spend time with his child. I was working, I was studying, and I had to nurture and parent my child by myself. He would look at me studying at night. I have exams in the morning, and she's on my lap, and I'm struggling to get her to sleep while I study for my exams. He never helped with any project. I would be up all night, literally doing my daughter's project, right? He would not sit and spend quality time with her. He would not talk to her. My daughter is now 16 years. Thank God I got out of that marriage. She is now 16 years, and he knows nothing about her. You know why? Because he does not see the need to. He pays the maintenance, and that's about it for him, right? And the maintenance as well is a problem for him to be paying. He made a statement to her that he can't wait until she's 18, so he will stop paying maintenance. Okay? My daughter is affected by the relationship that she have with her father, or what little is left of it. We lived with him. I was married, and I was nurturing my daughter all on my own. She knew nothing about him, and he didn't care to know anything about her. All right? I am telling you, it is a really sickening, and it's a very hard and challenging job when one parent is married, living with the other, and they have to raise the children all on their own, and in some cases work and do everything else like the other person. It's just the other person's mentality. He was not brought up with the father caring and loving for them, and he took that into his life, his marriage, and I had to pay the price. But at the end of the day, I am so happy. I am so happy that I stood there for my daughter, and I raised and I nurtured my daughter. Because now we are so close to each other, we don't need anybody else. Definitely not him. So yes, there are women outside there who are married, and they are a single parent.
How many married women are single mothers?
Who she's describing is a woman in a shitty marriage, not a single mother. They kind of look the same on the outside, and I've heard lots of married women tell me that they feel like single mothers to me, who's an actual single mother. And a lot of the times, the same women did not have to bear 100% financial responsibility to provide for the children for that household. That's mostly my experience of having married women come up to me and tell me that they're single mothers because they have married a man who doesn't lift a finger, is dead weight. In these cases, the man was still providing to some level while living under one household. So that's already one household expenses only. It really does depend on situation, but again, it's kind of comparing apples to oranges. They're both round, but they're not the same fruit.
How many married women are single mothers?
This is true. This was me. My ex was there, and when he did participate in family stuff, he was really good. He was a really good dad when my kids were younger. After we separated, he became a really shitty dad. But that's aside from the point. But when we were together at my work, where I worked, they used to tease me, and they used to call my husband Snuffleupagus because he was my imaginary husband because nobody's seen him. And when I was in the parade with my daughters, I was dressed up as Lunette, and My youngest was Molly from Big Comfy Coach, and I can't remember what my oldest was. But somebody had mentioned to one of my friends, that is such an amazing single mom. She is always with her kids. And my friend's like, she's married.
How many married women are single mothers?
So I'm gonna need y'all to go back and watch that video. Don't come for me, but most of the single mothers that I know are married. No, they're not single legally, but what's legalities when in reality you still have to take on that role because you're the primary parent because the person you got married to is not putting in the same effort. I see so many people say, I'm not pushing a baby out for a man that didn't give me a ring first. While I still support marriage, baby, if you think that that ring is going to change the type of parent that person is,
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this down in the comment section. Do you know anybody that experienced it? Have you ever experienced being single in a marriage? You feel like you're single? Go down in the comment section and share your thoughts, but Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts, but please keep it respectful. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion. Here on this channel, we're very respectful and we have amazing conversation. So go down and just do all this good stuff, okay? So for me personally, I would say yes, like I can so relate to this because I have friends and even me, I've kind of experienced it. Yes, I'm going to air my death. Yes, I've kind of experienced it. And I feel like this comes out even when you have a very supportive partner that supports everything you do, that helps you around the house. But I also feel like when you and your partner or you and your husband, your spouse have been together for a while, I feel like they become complacent to some things and they just feel like, why should I even make an effort? I don't marry, especially African men. In fact, I feel like this is the situation of a lot of Nigerian married women. I feel like this is the situation for them. Because most African men just believe that they've paid your dowry, you are not their property, so you're not going anywhere. So they put little or no effort into the marriage of helping you around their house and all that. What most of them will do, they will provide the money and you do every other thing yourself, like, yeah. And some of them, they will just go for months, weeks, without you even seeing them, and you ask yourself like, so for me personally, what I experienced was my husband and his job, and at the time I had to call him. And some of you guys don't know, I've been married now for almost 10 years, and I've been with my husband, or we've been together for 20 years. So we really we're like puppy love, you get it. But I felt like there was a point in our marriage where I really felt like a single girl. I felt like a single woman because I'm literally like all alone by myself. My husband was working. He gets home really late. He leaves the house very early. I barely see him. And at a point, I had to call him, sit down. Like, at the time now, it's almost like we're like roommates now. We're like roommates here. And I can so relate to this. But I feel like as women, when you notice this type of thing in your relationship, and if your husband, your spouse is the type of person that you can call and talk and express yourself and your frustration, do it. Because I feel like this is where the marriage starts declining. Because when the woman starts living like she's single, she really don't have any essence to be in that marriage anymore, because you as the man, you're giving her everything she needs to be on her own. Because if she's already doing everything by herself, being by herself, all by herself, what does she really need you for? What purpose are you serving in her life? You're just occupying space. So she'd rather just go out, get a divorce, and still do what she's doing already, being married to you, but do it as an independent person without anybody looking over her shoulder. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like if you know you're into your spouse, if you know you're into your spouse, if you know you want to make your marriage work, once you sense that you are becoming single inside your marriage, please, that is the time for you to have a conversation with your spouse. And I know a lot of women, especially in my society, they linger and it's like a normal thing, and they are so numb to this being single in a marriage. Like, they are so numb to it. They're just like, yeah. And some of these women, they go to the extent of they even pay their bills themselves, take care of the children themselves, clean the house themselves. Like, they literally do everything, pay the children's school fees. Like, they literally do everything by themselves. But most of them, they can't live because if they even try to get a divorce, society will frown at them and they are so ashamed, and they don't even have like a backup or solid thing to fall back to, because all the little money they have, they are spending it on the family, the house, the children, and they don't really have anything to fall back to. And another thing I want to get into is that some men in my society intentionally, especially when they know the woman makes some kind of money, we should have this conversation here already on the channel, saying that even if you're a stay-at-home mom, don't have an income, have an income so that you can fall back, have an income so that you can fall back to something. But I also feel like men in my society, when they know you as a woman, you have an income, they intentionally leave everything financially for you to do, because like, I'm sure you're working, sure you're earning money, and do it now. So I just feel like as women, when you're seeing these signs, baby steps, especially you're newlywed or you're just a couple of years, you're seeing the honeymoon phase in your relationship, your marriage, look out for those signs when you start feeling very single and have that conversation. Or else that is where this whole thing will just go. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation. Married single mom and married single women. Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation, okay? But please keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we're doing here. We have banging conversation. So go down and share this video and leave your comment. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, smash the like button, because that helps YouTube to push out my content, and that will be you supporting your girl. So kindly do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.